Zipscene is positioned in the local entertainment space, and we help local entertainment venues with a shift in their online consumers, their consumers being much more online. These guys are looking at ways to advertise online. However, they're hardly sophisticated enough to be able to determine what they should do, where they should be spending their time. So these guys currently spend about $20 billion in advertising, primarily on print media, and their online spend is estimated about $2 billion currently. The problem they face is they have a lot of options in front of them, a lot of emerging technologies within that space. They're looking at, they've got their website to manage, they've got Twitter, they've got Facebook, there's a bunch of different things popping up, and they also don't know what's next. And there's a question around what's going to deliver me, the best ROI. So what we've established with them and what we've developed is we've created a platform that allows them to simply reduces what they have to do to simply publishing their events and or promotions and deals. We then take care of distributing that content across the web for them. We're then able to measure where that content is getting visibility across the web and optimize where it gets placed in the future so we can continue to optimize the ROI that the vendor gets. We provide them with a dashboard that allows them to publish these deals and events and do it in a very simple way. We then propagate it to their Facebook pages, their Twitter pages, as well as a bunch of local media websites that we have a relationship with. As consumers click through their content across these different sites, we're able to report that back to the venue owner, and they're able to look at where they're having success versus not, and where to continue to optimize their spend in the future. As far as distribution, we took a very unique approach to getting their content out there. Instead of trying to build a portal, which is what a lot of our competitors are in these local markets, we decided to go tap existing communities within the local markets. As we looked at local media, with that being radio, TV, and print websites, they garnered a significant amount of traffic already in the marketplace. So we built technology that would allow us to take our content pages and embed them inside these sites, so that as these venues publish their content, we're able to instantly distribute it across the whole network. So that was kind of stage one. As we continue to evolve our technology platform to grow the audience for us, we're looking at the next phase being the Google AdSense-like widget model, which would allow influencers within the entertainment space, that being promoters, bartenders, the ability to take these widgets and place them into their sites, further creating visibility for these entertainment venues content. And last but not least, we're looking at the ultimate being where we are able to also power these local entertainment venues websites. So that doesn't mean that we would actually build kind of one website at a time. The idea is that as the venue is centrally publishing through our dashboard, we're also able to repurpose that content to, and dynamically output a website to that venue. What that does is it gives us the ability to control things like SEO and SEM, as well as social media traffic into that website, creating even a bigger pie. As we look at the local marketplace and who's calling on these venues, and in terms of selling them advertising services, it's typically along two vectors. It's either somebody that's selling them an audience, okay, it's the audience size, or it's somebody that's selling them a service, like an email marketing service, something that's going to deliver on the efficiency. As we look at how we're positioned with a dashboard concept towards the venue, we're looking at aggregating these services, whether it be email, SMS marketing, into that dashboard, while at the same time delivering on the distribution for them via all our media relationships and other applications that are out there in the social media. Within a market, we price our services, this is in Cincinnati, anywhere from a small venue to $250 a month, all the way up to large regional chains spending $2,500 a month with us. As this rolls up at a market level, We look at a territory, sales territory, that being about 2 million people in size, being able to generate $840,000. That's top 30 U.S. markets, 140 million people. We're looking at growing this to 70 territories. One key thing to note is we also look at about the top 30% of our customers generating 65% of the sales, basically enabling us to keep our cost of sales fairly low. Our successes to date include, we've got exclusive national content distributions with Clear Channel Radio and CBS. The benefit to them is we're able to grow their traffic, drive incremental traffic to them. It also enables them to grow their revenues via incremental page views that we generate. And in return, we've been able to convert 25% of traffic from their websites into click-throughs and page views for our venues. So at a 20 million unique network, we're looking at 5 million unique within the next year converting into our traffic. In Cincinnati, from a sales standpoint, in the last 6 months, we've basically acquired 65 customers, spending an average of $350 with us, trending towards the $700 average. And we expect a 70% renewal rate from these customers, driving on the fact that we're able to deliver them a 3x payout against what they're spending with us. Our team has got a good mix of people from different backgrounds. I myself have a product management and marketing background. Spent 5 years at Procter & Gamble, deployed about 3 products into the marketplace. And Tim is actually our president and COO. He comes with a P&G background as well. Spent 13 years in sales management and growing teams, and as well as the last 10 years really working in the startup environment with venture-backed companies, Softcoin being his last exit in late 2008. And Mike Grosser, who's our VP of local sales, comes from an entertainment background, spent 34 years in the operations and marketing side of entertainment, having worked with Jillian's. And he's also been chairman of the board for the Nightclub and Bar magazine, which is a local industry publication. Project our revenues to grow to 50 to 60 million in 5 years. This is the key drivers are the number of sales rep and how quickly we're able to scale this across 70 territories, which also drives the number of customers we would acquire. We look at 100 customers being acquired per sales rep, so it'd be 7,000 customers. And also us being able to drive the amount of the average spend, which today is at $350 up to $700 per customer, and that's by providing them with additional services via the dashboard. Key assets we've developed as a function of doing this. Clearly, you think about this as somebody like, we're going in very much like an open table where you're installing a piece of software inside of the venue. In this case, you're giving them a marketing dashboard, and then you're building layers of services on top of that. So if this, it becomes a great distribution channel for people that are trying to sell additional advertising services to these venues. We've also then, via our distribution strategy, built a fairly unique network of entertainment-centric users who would be appealing at that point to national advertisers as we look at this on a national scale. And finally, we've also developed quite a few very deep consumer insights correlating with their online behavior of the users with offline behavior as they show up at these venues, which would be attractive to companies into the web and outlet space. We've raised $3.5 million to date, primary investors being Cincy Tech and Cincinnati-based angel investor. We're seeking $6 million in growth capital. And we're actually on booth 47 if you have any further questions.